Very good morning everybody, and welcome to my second video of our holiday. Just left where we're staying and making my way now down to the harbour, and I'd like to show you a couple of the shops that are in Seahouses. I'd like to just mention this. Having a car is not important here because there's two companies. You've seen Arriva, well this is the other one, Travel Shore, and they operate together and they provide a fairly good bus service to the north and the south of Seahouses. So a car is not important. There's a co-op across the road. Would like very much to show you this. This company here has lots of cottages to let all around Seahouses and all the surrounding areas. And this is the front of the shop. Very, very helpful in here as well. Fresh cakes, etc. in here. And here we have the local chemist with the post office and newsagents. And there's a sandwich bar here. This here is very, very interesting indeed, because as you know, when you come on holiday you might run out of some clothes. Now in here there's some very, very nice clothes at some very, very attractive prices. I videoed this 3 years ago and the owner says I'm very welcome to also video it today. Just inside the shop now, and as you can see there's lots of things available for men and women at a very, very attractive price. Now right next door there's this here, a very, very well known fish and chip shop. And funnily enough, it's in the same ownership of this shop that we've just left. A very, very nice fish and chips in here. This is the lovely restaurant inside the fish and chip shop. At the moment it is not open as it's still very early in the morning. That's why I'm able to show you these. This is why I'm able to show you this video clip. There's the restaurant side, and adjacent to that we see the takeaway side. I'm just returning next door myself to thank everybody for permission for this. Next door we see a pet shop, and adjacent to each other two coffee houses. Coming up to the harbour now, and we are right in front of the old ship. Beautiful in there. Nice food, a big welcome, and a great selection of drinks. The old ship. Right opposite we have the Bamberg Castle Inn. and that has a marvellous view of the North Sea and the harbour walls. It is now about 11 o'clock and people now making their way down to these actual boat companies for their journeys out to the Farne Islands this morning. This very, very nice sunny morning. We'll go down them. And this is what this one offers. We've got a grey seal cruise here. And just moving along to the other side of their little hut here. This one is a landing where you actually leave the boat. Some of them are non-landing. This is a landing one. I thank the ladies here very much. And this is the Serenity here, which we will be sailing on ourselves. Now there's also a grey seal cruise here, 11:15. There's 3 of them today. And this one again is a landing one. 2.5 hours this one. And I think the ladies are going to give a little wave. There we are. I thank them very much. And that is Serenity. Right. And this is the Golden Gate one. Myself and wife journeyed on this 4 years ago. The Golden Gate boat. And this young man remembers us as well due to the YouTube video. I thank him very much. And today, there's what this young man offers. I thank him very much for this. The wife is just purchasing the tickets, so I thought I'd show you this view from the harbour wall, and I think you might be able to see the Farne Islands a little bit clearer here. That's where we're going. I think I would like to mention that it is £15 per head for a journey on this boat. A 1.5 hour journey. Each person £15. If you are an OAP or senior citizen, you get a £1 reduction. And this is the catamaran that we will be sailing on. Now, this doesn't usually happen, but due to extensive works to the sea wall, you're having to just climb down these sets of stairs here to the boat. And also, there's not very much water in the harbour at the moment, so it's necessary to use this exit. We are now on board this catamaran. There's all the other passengers there, all with their cameras handy. And a quick view of the bridge. Travelling on the North Sea. We left the harbour and, as said, we are now right on the North Sea. Sea, but we're live now. Inching ever so closer now to the Farne Islands. This North Sea today looks nice and blue and clear. Welcome to one of the islands of the Farne Islands.
Island, ladies and gentlemen. A dolerite is the dominant rock of the Farne Islands, and in places the intrusive sheets can reach up to 30 metres thick. The tall columns of rock coming up on the left-hand side of the boat now, these are called the pinnacles. There used to be an additional pinnacle, but about 200 years ago during a great storm it was destroyed. The remainder of this pinnacle looms just off the end there, it's poking out the water there now. It's known by the locals as the Broken Branch. And throughout the height of the seabird breeding season, the pinnacles here are one of the favourite spots for the puffins, so for the guillemots to lay their eggs when they come back to the Farne Islands. The guillemots are all these birds with the black backs, white fronts and thin black beaks you can see around us. The guillemots lay one greenish-blue egg with brown blotches on it every year, and they lay it on the bare rock. They don't actually build a nest at all. Their eggs are round at one end and pointed at the other, and that's so that as the birds come and go from the cliff faces, if they ever do bump the eggs, hopefully they just spin around in circles instead of falling into the sea. When the guillemot chicks are just 2 weeks old, they're referred to as jumplings as opposed to fledglings, and that's because they'll jump off the top of these cliff faces before they've even learned how to fly. They'll then go out to local feeding grounds such as the Farne Deeps and the Dogger Bank, and that's where they'll learn how to feed, fend for themselves and grow to adult size. It's estimated that at the height of the seabird breeding season there can be in excess of 500 guillemots on the top of each pinnacle alone at any one time, with about 20,000 throughout Staple Island and up to 60,000 throughout the Farne Islands in total. The small gull-looking birds you can see flying around us as well, well, these are called kittiwakes and are a member of the gull family. They get their name from that very distinctive call they make. More often than not, the kittiwakes have to rebuild their nest from scratch every year, and that's just because of the harsh weather conditions they experience during winter in the islands. The higher up the kittiwakes can build their nests, the safer their eggs and then their chicks will be. So there's very fierce competition for nesting spots. The Kittiwakes are very territorial.
Now this island is home to the grey seals.
So there's two species of seal that live in the Farne Islands. There's the grey seal and the common seal. But all the ones you'll see today, they're all grey seals. Now, although they're called the grey seal, there is a variation in colour. The pups are born creamy yellow at birth and they weigh around 30 pounds. But within about a week they'll start to lose their coat, and after molting completely the 6-week-old pup will be grey. Now, for the first 3 weeks the pup will drink its mother's milk, which is 50 to 60% fat, and in that time it'll triple in size and weight. The mature cows weigh around 480 pounds and measure up to 6 feet in length, and their colour is grey with cream on the underparts. Mature bulls are much darker in colour. They can measure up to 10 feet in length and weigh up to 660 pounds. The grey seal is undoubtedly one of the most important species of seal in the world. It's one of the rarest species of seal, and it's also the largest surviving carnivore in the British Isles. They can hold their breath for up to half an hour and dive down to depths of around 75 metres. The best time to see the seals is October, November and December, and a little bit into January. And that's just because it's right through the height of the seal breeding season. It's the best chance to see the full 6,000 grey seals we get around the Farne Islands. It's also the best chance to see as many of the cute newborn pups as possible. We'd normally expect to have around 1,500 seal pups born in the farms every year, but over the last few years that number's increased dramatically. The count for the season just gone stands at just over 2,600 seal pups born in the islands. Now, unfortunately, we do have a 20 to 50% mortality rate in those first year seals, but those who do survive generally go on to live long and healthy lives. Now, life expectancy for the grey seals is about 35 years for the females, with the oldest recorded female in the Farne Islands reaching 46 years of age. Life expectancy for the males is just 25 years, with the oldest recorded male in the islands reaching just 29. The main reason for this difference in life expectancies is just that the males fight each other all the time, and eventually it takes its toll on them.
That was just a fraction of what we were shown on this tour. We are now heading back to the harbour. As we head back to the harbour, there's the entrance there. I would just like to tell you that whoever you sail with, you will always have a wonderful commentary like you've heard today. Excellent. You have only heard and seen a fraction of what was shown today to everybody. A near 2-hour cruise for £15.
Here we are at the harbour. Now, I must explain something to you. It's very important. The set of steps that you see in front of you, they've had to be used as this is a very, very low tide. Usually, when you take these trips, there is a slipway which you simply walk down. No steps at all. But as said, due to a very low tide, they have to use this exit and entrance to the catamaran. Here we are now. I'm so pleased I can show you this. Now, this is the usual way that you would board these boats. Just walk down there, a nice level slope. Now, I'm going to use this to close up today's video and thank everybody for viewing, and I do hope you've enjoyed today's video. Thank you ever so much for viewing. Bye bye.